Welcome to my first video on my new channel, Arrakis Central. In this video, we're going to do a brief overview of the first Dune novel. Dune is a science fiction novel written by Frank Herbert, was first published in 1965. It is the first novel in the Dune series, which includes several sequels written by Herbert himself, and of course, a few other works by his son, Brian Herbert. The story is set in the distant future, in a universe where noble houses rule planets under the auspice of the Padishah Emperor. The central planet in the novel is Arrakis, also known as Dune. Dune is a desert world and the only source of the valuable spice, also known as melange. This spice is highly addictive, but provides the ability for the Spacing Guild navigators to elevate their consciousness so they can then do the advanced calculations needed for deep space travel. This was previously done by AI supercomputers, which eventually led to the overthrow of humanity by the thinking machines. The setting is set in the year 10,191, after the creation of the guild, so it is unclear on how far ahead that the story takes place from modern time. The first house we'll be talking about is House Atreides, led by Duke Leto Atreides. So House Atreides is the central focus of the story. They are given control of the planet Arrakis, and this leads to a series of events that shapes the main narrative. Next is House Harkonnen, or Harkonnen, led by the Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. House Harkonnen is a rival to House Atreides. The power struggle between the houses drive much of the conflict in this novel. In future videos, we'll talk about the bad blood and the history between those two houses. The third house, and one of the more important houses, is House Corrino. The ruling house of this novel is led by Emperor Shaddam IV, and he's the emperor of the known universe in this story. They work hand in hand with the Spacing Guild and the Bene Gesserit Sisterhood in many cases, and are one of the key factors of the issues that happen to House Atreides in this story. Now that the main players of the first Dune book have been overviewed, we're now going to talk about some of the initial setup of the beginning of the book. In the beginning of the book, we should see Duke Leto Atreides, which is the father of Paul Atreides. The ruler of the ocean planet of Caladan is assigned by the Padishah Emperor, which we talked about, to serve as the fief ruler of planet Arrakis, which is Dune. Well, the current ruler is House Harkonnen, and once they are removed from spice production and rule over the planet, they also are seeking vengeance. But little did we know is that there was a plot between the Harkonnens and the Emperor to take out House Atreides due to the Emperor being jealous of the popularity of Duke Leto Atreides and House Atreides overall. At the same time, the Duke's son, Paul, which actually is the main character of the story, has been bred as a part of an intricate selective breeding program by the Bene Gesserit Sisterhood, which his mother is a part of, which she's not the wife, but she's the concubine of Duke Leto. Paul is tested by a visiting Bene Gesserit Reverend Mother, Gaius Helen Mohayim, and is shown to be a possible Kwisatz Haderach, which is their selected superhuman or super being, which would possess all the powers of basically a thinking computer, Mentat, and all the psychic powers that the Bene Gesserit Sisters have. But for now, in this video, we're going to stick to the basic plot of Dune, and then in future videos, we're going to break down each of those players, each of those factions and houses in more in depth. So this was just an overview of this video for the setup, the beginning of the Dune book, and in the next video we're going to talk about pretty much the key players once they get to Dune, the planet itself. So if you like this content, please like and subscribe. I will try to keep these videos to about 5 minutes a piece, and I will keep everything as concise as I can. Please like and subscribe. Let me know you're watching in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.